How's it guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bassing with Sasha. In today's episode I talk about what baits and terminal tackle beginner anglers need to buy to catch bass. So stay tuned. Okay, so since it's still lockdown, I can't actually go to the fishing shop to purchase the baits and the terminal tackle. So I've got my laptop here. I'm going to be going onto a website called Bass Warehouse. This video is not sponsored by Bass Warehouse. It is just a good guideline to see what the prices of the baits are that I recommend, and also the prices of the terminal tackle I recommend. Okay, so number one bait that I bought when I was a beginner is a Zoom Fat Albert Grub. So let's go see on the Bass Warehouse website and see how much it costs. So here you see it. The Zoom Fat Albert Grub, it's 59 Rand. Okay, bait number two, another Zoom bait. This is a Super Fluke Junior, so let's see how much that costs. Okay, so here it is here, that's 84 Rand. Bait number three, so this is another Zoom bait. I quite like Zoom products. This is a trick worm. So let's see how much they cost online. So here they are here. Zoom trick worm, they 122 Rand and 95 cents. Bait number four, it's another Zoom bait. This is the Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl. It's something different in your tackle box. You know, it's got the pincers, it's very erratic, so that's good to have. It's already open here. It's 109 Rand and 95 cents. Okay, so bait number five, this is a personal preference. You don't actually need to get this because this is the Super Fluke. You can use for drop shot as well. Like I said, this is a personal preference. This is the Z-Man trick shots. I would use this specifically only for drop shots. So it's actually here, it's 98 Rand. It's not too expensive, and you get 6 in a pack, and because it's got that elastic technology, they last very long and you don't actually lose them very quickly, and they don't break. So bait number six, this is also, there's a lot of different brands out there. I just like this brand a lot and it works really well for me, which is the Gary Yamamoto Senkos. These are actually quite expensive, but to me it's very much worth it. So let's go check how much they are. Okay, so here, these are the 5-inch, by the way. These are actually quite pricey, but there's lots of other brands out there that are a little bit cheaper. I just prefer the Gary Yamamoto Senkos. So here it is, it's 155 Rand. So all in all, for the baits that I recommend is 628 Rand and 90 cents. I know that everybody, or I know that beginner anglers all have a budget, or have a very small budget. So I think that's pretty decent on price. Okay, so all the baits that I've spoken about, I suggest that you guys get them in a natural looking color, so either green pumpkin or a watermelon with some flake in it. Okay, so I've spoken about the baits. Let's talk about the terminal tackle. So there's a lot of hooks, there's a lot of weights, there's a lot of everything out there that makes it very confusing for a beginner angler. So I've put together a couple of things that I would suggest. So let's start talking about hooks. I prefer these 3.0 Gamakatsu EWG hooks. They are very versatile hook. They work with every bait that I suggested, and they're not that expensive. I think you get 5 in a pack. So let's check on the website. Okay, so I'm selecting 3.0 here. See, so you'll see here they're 58 Rand. At the moment they're out of stock because they are a very popular hook. So yeah, 58 Rand. I think you get 5 in a packet. Doesn't really say here. Doesn't matter. I think you get 5. Okay, so this is Another hook, I know it's very small. This is a Gamakatsu mosquito hook. I have noticed that on Bass Warehouse that they're not selling Gamakatsu drop shot hooks, very small ones. So there's lots out there. You'll see here on the website. There's the mustard drop shot hooks, and the size, it all just depends. Like I usually go for 1.0. They're very small. You can see you get 12 in a pack and they're 35 rand, and that's also a really good hook. Now this is also just a personal preference. I recommend a drop shot for a beginner. So with the hook you obviously need the weight. This is just a round drop shot weight, so this is all I had in my tackle box at the moment, but I recommend the cylinder ones. They go through cover a lot easier, they don't get as hung up. So let's go check it out how much they cost. Okay, so here you'll see the Vike lead skinny drop shot weights. You obviously get them in different sizes. I recommend to get it in a 3/8 ounce. It's a very versatile size. You get 12 in a pack, which is quite a lot, and you do tend to lose them if the cover is quite dense. But they're 25 rand at the end of the day. Okay, so obviously with the most versatile and the most used rig out in the market at the moment is a Texas rig. So obviously if you guys have been watching lots of YouTube videos, or you guys have heard, you get the tungsten weights. I recommend as a beginner not to use tungsten weights because they're quite expensive, and you do as a beginner lose a lot of tackle because you need to learn how to feel the bottom. You need to know where to cast your lures, and you're going to be losing a lot. So I recommend a lead weight. So let's go check how much they cost. Okay, so here you get the Vike lead worm weights. Let's see how much they cost. So I recommend a 4 ounce. That's 20 rand, and you get 20 in a pack. This can be thrown with every bait that I recommended on my list. Okay, so another very important, this is an essential good for beginners, is are the Vike, or these are not the Vike, but these are rubber stops. These actually prevent the bullet weight, your Texas rig weight, from sliding up your line. You can throw it without the rubber stop or with it. So let's go check out how much they cost on the website. Okay, so here they are, the Vike Smart Pegs. These are 20 bucks. It's also not very expensive, and it is an essential good. It's an essential product for your fishing tackle. Okay, so on the terminal tackle side, the price of it all together would be 158 rand. So 158 rand also isn't that bad for tackle, and like I said, it's very versatile. All in all, the baits that I recommend and the terminal tackle that I recommend, the total cost would be 766 rand and 90 cents. So I have seen on the Bass Warehouse website is that it says free shipping for orders over 750 rand. So if you decide to purchase everything on Bass Warehouse, you get free shipping, but it's actually nice to go out to a fishing shop and buy it in the shop because you see other things. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hit me a thumbs up at the bottom, hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't, and I'll check you guys on another episode of Bassing with Sasha.